We have an update on TNA talent following Scott D'Amore's firing. Plus, a WWE title match has been announced for Elimination Chamber, and pirates caused a major WWE transport disruption. It is all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. There has been unrest in TNA since the termination of the contract of former TNA president Scott D'Amore. For the first time, we heard from some of the TNA talent, and it was Moose speaking to In the Weeds with Fightful about the firing of Scott.
Yes, he said, initially when I heard about it, I was shocked. I was upset, sad, angry, a bunch of emotions. At the same time, if anybody in the company can relate to something like that, I would probably be best suited because of my time in the NFL. I came from a world where head coaches get fired all the time. My rookie year, I got drafted by a guy who promised me a whole bunch of things, and he gets fired going into my second year.
Nobody wants to see TNA perish, especially Anthem, because they invested so much money in it. As much as we don't understand the decision, we have to trust it and put in 110%. Everyone knows my relationship with Scott, but my relationship with Scott is going to stay the same. He's going to be my mentor and be my coach, be my big brother. It's just, unfortunately, we're not working with each other, and we're not going to carry on. We are going to carry on his work and his legacy, and now we have a new head coach in Anthony and a GM in Len, and we have to put our trust and faith in them to carry the torch. It was during this interview as well that Moose revealed that he has a 5-year TNA contract that he signed last year, so he's locked in with them until 2028, barring something unfortunate. So he's going to be there for a little bit. We had that letter that was put to Anthem Entertainment of the Week from the roster, and I think that letter has had some movement, hasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. So PW Insider here saying there will be a TNA talent meeting this Saturday prior to the TV taping in New Orleans. There are some in the company who believe Anthem head Len Asper will be at the meeting. In the leaked letter from members of the TNA roster, it was asked that Anthem meet with Scott D'Amore and attempt to rectify the issues between the two sides. It does not appear there will be any meeting with D'Amore. Instead, Anthem will meet with talent on Saturday.
Which is interesting because tonight TNA has No Surrender in New Orleans, and then tomorrow night they have the Bayou Blast TV tapings. So you'd have thought they would have had the meeting before the pay-per-view.
Yeah, you would have thought so, wouldn't you?
Because there's an element of unrest more so now, knowing that you're going to have this big meeting with all the talent and the staff.
That's a great point.
But you can do it the day after the pay-per-view.
Yeah, the day after for sure, I think would have maybe been better. Beforehand, I don't know, again, because maybe if the contents of the meeting aren't what sort of talent are hoping for, then also you got the jeopardy of just them not feeling the best going into these matches too.
There is a bit of that as well. Moose was asked on In the Weeds about the letter that was written to TNA, from TNA talent to Anthem, and he said, I saw the letter. It was a last-ditch effort to hopefully try to bring Scott back. It is what it is. We're all going to put our best foot forward. We have a new coach now. We're going to play our asses off for him, and as a talent, we're going to do what we are known to do best, put on a great damn wrestling show.
Yeah.
And they will. No Surrender tonight. Moose headlines it against Alex Shelley in a No Surrender match. 2 sets of corner people. They can't submit, Alex Shelley and Moose, but their corner people can on their behalf. So it's a new type of match that's headlined in No Surrender. Plus Jordan Grace defending the Knockouts title against Giselle Shaw as well. The third match in the trilogy between ABC and the GYV. Bunch of other stuff in there as well. It's going to be a really good show. Mustafa Ali challenging Chris Sabin for the X Division title.
That's exciting.
What a weekend for wrestling, because all of that is happening just a few hours before Elimination Chamber. So if you're watching, good luck to our friends in America who will watch No Surrender.
Yep.
Maybe get 2 hours sleep, wake up at 4 a.m. And I'll get this maybe once. So, we'll get this once just to go, stick it up your jumper. So, and you can go back to laughing at us. Like, it'll be Fraser and I covering Revolution next week. You can laugh your socks off at us as we work through the night and collapse in a heap on a Monday morning. Speaking of the Chamber, let's get to it. So, we have another title match added to tomorrow's show.
We sure do. So it was announced yesterday that the women's tag team titles will be defended tomorrow at Elimination Chamber, in Perth, and that is Damage Control, defending their women's tag team titles against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Good for Indy.
Yeah,
buzzing for Indy.
Big old homecoming.
Yeah, I'm still sad for Bronson Reed though.
Yeah, he put on Twitter that obviously his wife is, there's issues at home. His wife's expecting, but it's not. Yep.
That's
it's not
the
a reason.
That's not the so. Oh man,
he just kind of said it's not to be this time.
What happens if he just takes someone out before the chamber, gets himself in the chamber? You know what I mean?
That'd be nice,
that
wouldn't it?
That would be nice. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I like it. Maybe he's going on Twitter to kind of, try and attract the right people and get the attention of people. I think it's a really valuable way of trying to reach somebody with a message on telly by constantly tweeting them.
I can see where this is going.
Thanks for the shout out on AEW, Jeff Jarrett. But call your team total non-stop assholes. At Real Jeff Jarrett. Come on, Jeffrey. Call your team total non-stop assholes. That was nice on AEW. Give me a little mention along with the Australian media. And the Australian media have been busy this week. It's been a media week for the WWE stars. I've seen some really lovely clips around. I've seen Grayson Waller and Rhea Ripley doing shoeys.
Yeah, that was very fun.
Now they're back in the homeland.
Yeah, happy for them.
Saw Seth Rollins attempt to take out a morning show presenter from Perth. Good lads. Actually, I've not heard that presenter in question, so it's not me for cast aspersions, but I did enjoy that. He went to hit him with a chair and Becky told him to stop it.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
It's been a really busy, really fun media trip for them so far. It was Michael Cole who did a bit of press yesterday that has caught the eye and the ear of people. So he was doing press and he was talking about bringing the Elimination Chamber to Australia. Not like the show, but physically bringing the chamber to Oz. And he said, a structure which took over a month to get here. Originally, it was supposed to ship through the Suez Canal, but pirates ended those plans. So it was sent to Miami, transported via truck to Los Angeles, taken by ship to Sydney, and then by train to Perth.
Wow.
They had to take the long way around because of pirates. So, yes, you read the title of this video correctly. Pirates nearly disrupted Elimination Chamber with transport nightmares caused by them. It is a big issue with freights through the Suez Canal, through cargo.
Somalian pirates and everything, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was before Christmas a large ship was hijacked by Somali pirates. So it's a genuine issue. Now, Michael Cole has been quite ambiguous when he says it was supposed to ship through the Suez Canal, but pirates ended those plans. Now, it seems as if, as a precautionary tactic, they have taken the scenic route to get to Australia with the chamber. Or did pirates steal the Elimination Chamber and have they built a new one?
Imagine a boat that just has like the helm is the chamber. That's kind of cool.
It is kind of. I'm into it. I think had the chamber been stolen by pirates, we would have heard about it.
For sure. I think definitely things would have been delayed a little bit at least anyway. If your main structure has been stolen by Paul Burchill and his friends,
PCO, Kairi Sane.
That was initially when I first saw that you'd written that in the document. I was like, "What's Kairi Sane done now? What's she done now?"
Do you know what? It's a real title that it's a real conversation that shows the true generations of wrestling fans. Because your first thought was Kairi Sane.
Yep.
Mine was Paul Burchill.
Yep.
I've had people say to me, what about Carl? What about Pierre Lafitte?
Yeah,
Jean-Pierre Lafitte.
Of course.
Like, okay, so we've got a whole generation of wrestling pirates that could have been behind it. My favourite headline possibly of the year. And it's only February. Wow. Where can people find you tomorrow morning?
People can find us over at youtube.com/cultaholic/live for our live reactions to WWE Elimination Chamber in Perth. The pre-show starts at 9 a.m. for us here in the UK. BST. Yes, BST, not GMT.
We're GMT, aren't we?
We are GMT. Shut up, Tom. 9 a.m. GMT for us here in the UK. The main card will kick off at 10 a.m. It's myself and Adam Pacitti. Really looking forward to that. Where can people find you, Tom?
Oh, on the day, I will be sat on the sofa in my pajamas, eating crunchy nut cornflakes, watching Elimination Chamber on Saturday.
That sounds luxurious.
That's what I'm going to be flipping while doing. But on the podcast feed over the weekend, a brand new episode of the Cultaholic Classic SmackDown review. Myself and Matthew Gregg from Botchamania and from the main Full Fat podcast. We sit down on a Saturday morning and we watch every episode of SmackDown. We're back this week. So if you wanted a little warm up before Elimination Chamber, I think it goes live on the podcast feed a few hours before. You can maybe have a little listen to me and Matt talking about SmackDown from 2002 and Hulk Hogan and Triple H, brother.
Sounds good.
What a time. And for the latest wrestling news throughout the day, you can check out cultaholic.com. Keys.
I love you, bye.
Arr.